Welcome to GLCast, the official podcast of GLPro UK. GLPro UK is a London-based creative studio working with a diverse range of companies, individuals and brands across multiple platforms to provide a wraparound service for your digital content creation requirements. How to start a podcast. Recording, setup, Skype and guests. So, you're ready to actually start recording your podcast. Time to look at your setup for recording. The beauty of podcasting is that anyone can do it. You can even record simply through your phone. But if you are after a listenable, great quality sound, I wouldn't recommend it. There are so many mics to choose from. It can be daunting to know where to start. USB mics are affordable and easy to set up and use, and your sound won't suffer too much. But depending on your budget and goals for your podcast, you can go bigger and better. Will you use a mixer? I personally record with two short SM58 mics plugged into an Elisa Multimix 8 USB FX, which I connect to my Mac via USB and record through Logic 10. There are, of course, many other options. This has been my setup since recording music a few years back, and it gives me a great sound. You can, of course, skip mixers altogether and invest in a Zoom H5 portable recorder, in which you can plug your mics directly into the handset. An advantage of the H5 is that you can use it as a mic itself when recording out and about, which brings us on to our next subject, recording guests. Recording a guest in your own studio is no issue. All you would need is an additional mic. However, if you're meeting them out in a public location, you will need a portable recorder. The H5 again is great for this. You can still bring your own mic for a more professional setup, but it's also a good idea to have the Zoom handset just sat between you and the guest. I use a Zoom H1. Very small, lightweight and simple to use with great sound. You can plug a lapel mic into it, but for the one-on-one conversation, it works perfectly well just sat between you and your guest, depending on the background noise of your environment, of course. The trickier one to pull off is Skype or Google Hangout recording. It still amazes me that you can record a conversation with anyone anywhere in the world, as long as you have a good internet connection. The easiest way is to use a Skype recorder. This will allow you to put the audio straight from your conversation into your program to edit. The disadvantage of this is that you're relying on the audio from your guest being good quality. Unfortunately, it's very unlikely that their recording will sound as good as the audio coming from your end. The best way I found to overcome this is to ask your guest to record their end of the conversation. If they don't have a portable recorder, even using a phone to record can work. Nowadays, audio recording quality on phones is fairly good. If they send it over to you at the end, it's a nice backup in case the initial recording didn't sound too great for release. This way you can line up their end of the audio alongside yours depending on your editing software, and you can create a much higher quality sounding recording. In a later blog, we will discuss the various types of editing software and which we recommend. Thank you for listening to GLCast, the official podcast of GLPro UK. Be sure to follow us at GLPro UK on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and find us on Facebook. Thank you.